guys. Good to see you all. And then once you've done that, go ahead and come onto your mat and grab one block so that you prop your hips up a little bit. And then bring your palms to face down in a grounding gesture. And take a moment to settle in. Once you feel settled and comfortable here, close your eyes. And just take a moment to slow down and feel into your body, into your heart. Notice what's in your space with you today. Take a moment here too to set down whatever you were just working on, to focus inward. And then gather the palms of your hands to prayer seal, to Anjali Mudra at your heart. And on your next inhalation, circle your arms down, around, and all the way up over your head. And then exhale, gather your hands down the midline, back to the heart in prayer seal. And let's do that just once more with the sound of Om. Inhale, reach. With your eyes still closed, bring your hands back down, palms down on your knees or your thighs, and begin to lengthen your breath and draw into Ujjayi. So I want to just get really organized and steady in the breath as a starting point today. Take a deep breath in and exhale as much as you can out of your body. Exhale, 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 empty your lungs. Now inhale, Ujjayi breath for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause and hold the top of your inhale. And then exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause and hold the bottom of your exhale. Tone the pelvic floor in and up. Pull the low abdomen in and up. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause and hold. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause and hold. Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause and hold. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause and hold. Keep it going on your own, in for 5, out for 5, or maybe you add a count or 2 or 3. Make it your own length to create samavriti, steady rhythm. And start to drop into the heart space. One more round on your own. And with your next inhalation, blink your eyes open, and let's come all the way down onto our backs. You'll want a block nearby. Lie down. And start with your feet on the mat. And then bring your right leg into half happy baby pose. So you can either grab your right hand to the outside of your right thigh, or you can grab hold of the outside of your foot, your pinky toe side. And this block, if you'd like, can tuck right up above your right hip bone on any height, tall, middle, low, so that you have a direction or maybe a point of contact to root your right thigh towards, into. And then you might keep your left foot flat to the ground, or maybe some of you straighten your left leg. Half happy baby pose. As you pull the thigh down, press the foot up equal and opposite energy. So you create some resistance, you fire up your core. It's a dynamic stretch. You're not just pulling on the leg, but you're pulling with the arm and pressing up towards the ceiling with the foot. And take a couple more right here. As your thigh draws over to the right and down towards your block maybe, your ribs widen to the left and down into the mat. And then from here, we'll gently release, bring both feet back to the ground. If you're working with a block, you can just move it over right above your left hip and either grab your left outer thigh or the outside edge of your left foot. And then bend your knee wider than your torso. Your knee, your right knee could stay bent, or you could start to straighten it. And then see if you can tune into both actions. So with the arm, you pull, and with the foot and leg, you press. And then start to feel, if you have the block there, that you could ground down towards the block or even into contact with the block. Widen your ribs out to the right and down towards the mat. And take 2 more nice deep breaths right where you are. Inhale. Exhale. Good. 1 more. Inhale. All right, exhale. And then from here, release, bring the feet back down to the ground. We're gonna do a little core rev before we start to flow. 3 different exercises, all using this block. So to get started, bring your block on the middle width, which is this way, in between your inner thighs, and squeeze into the block, knees over hips. Active feet, spread your toes. Interlace your hands at the back of your head. Take a deep breath in, down to your low back. Squeeze the block and exhale to lift up off of your head and your shoulder blades. Squeeze into the block, inhale. And then as you exhale, twist left arm towards the right front corner. And then inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, twist right arm towards the left front corner. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Squeeze the block. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, lift way off your right shoulder blade. Inhale. Exhale, lift way off your left shoulder blade. Keep it going. 4, 5, all the way to 10. 6, squeeze the block. That's going to give you stability across 7, your pelvis. 8, 9, last one makes 10. All right, move your block to the narrowest width, like this way, and vertical in between your inner thighs. And then squeeze in, reach up through the balls of your feet, and bring your arms down, palms to the floor, elbows a little bent. Squeeze into the block, and you're gonna exhale a little quick with the breath here, just pulsing the tailbone up about 20 times. So exhale, 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 like you have little cookie cutters on the balls of your feet and there's cookie dough all over the ceiling. So you're just pulsing the tailbone up and starting to come into connection with your deep belly. Ignite your deep belly. You can keep your head on the mat, squeeze into the block to initiate that lift up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now move the block back to the middle width, back to this kind of middle dimension. Make sure if you're near a wall or furniture or whatever that you've got some room behind you. And then squeeze the block between your ankles. And reach your arms up, reach your legs up, squeeze the block. We're gonna lower the legs just as low as you can before the lower back arches up. So don't let the back arch. Keep it suctioned and sealed down. As you exhale, lower your arms and your legs. It does not have to be all the way. Inhale, lift, and then keep your legs straight, but lift up off your head to grab your block. Yeah. And then lower the block in the hands. Inhale, that was 1. Exhale. Inhale. 2. Inhale. Seal your lower back to the ground. Inhale. 3. Keep it going all the way to 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more time. 10. All right, and then when you're done with those, set your block somewhere where you can reach it later and start to rock and roll. Let's come all the way up to stand, and you can use your hands or you can opt to try this without yeah, that's it, without your hands, top of your mat, setting up for sun salutations. Awesome. So feet together, stand firm, hands to prayer. As you inhale, circle your arms down, around, and up. And then as you exhale, fold in half, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. And as you exhale, step, hop, or float back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale into upward facing dog. And let's linger here a couple breaths. Really engage your thighs. Bend your elbows back a little bit and feel how that helps you widen your collarbones. Like bend your elbows and pull them to the wall. Nice, Annie, right behind you. Yeah, nice, Jessie. One more breath. And then plank. And take a big breath in, down dog. Knees bent or straight. 3 breaths. Find that samavritti, steady rhythm. Feel at the bottom of your exhale, your upward flying lock, navel in and up. And then look forward, step, hop, or float all the way back to the top of your mat, forward bend. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Knees could be bent or straight. And inhale, circle your arms down, around, and up. Exhale, gather your hands to your heart, stand firm. Round 2, inhale, reach it up. Exhale, fold in half. So we'll add a little piece to this one. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step, hop, float, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And then exhale again into plank. Now hold your ground here in plank. Press the floor away from you and feel your shoulder blades broaden. Yeah, now look forward and bend your knees to come into down dog. Keep looking forward though, don't drop your head. Yes. Now from here, exhale, plank. Use your legs. Inhale, bent knees, look forward, dog. Exhale, plank. Inhale, dog. Pick up the pace. 10 of them. You got it. And then on your last one, come right on back to down dog. 2 options. Option A, you're going to come right on into dolphin pose. So you'll lower your forearms to the mat. And here you are. Option B, you're going to come right into hops. So, like so, hop from down dog into a little tuck jump, and then bend your knees as you land back in down dog. Your turn. Yeah, nice, Olga, gorgeous. That's it, Allie. Yes. Keep getting that pelvis forward, like you're gonna high five the wall in front of you. And push the floor away with your hands. Good. All right, when you're done with those 5 breaths or hops, whatever you're doing, go ahead and step back to the top of your mat, forward bend. And in your forward bend, inhale, half lift. And then exhale, fold. And then inhale, circle your arms down, around, and up. And then exhale, hands to your heart. So this is kind of like the express route to getting warmed up, I feel, right? You're gonna really turn on these big muscles that are like furnaces to your whole body and your thighs, your quadriceps. We'll do it again. Inhale, circle your arms, push into your feet, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step, hop, float, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, plank. Now hold.
Push the floor away. That's going to give you the stability to use your legs. Yeah, exactly. Look forward, lift your hips. Exhale, spring forward. Inhale, lift. It's like a train coming out of the station. As you organize yourself, you go faster. Five, 4, 3, 2, right into dolphin or jumps this time. 5, 4, and now your legs are so tired that your arms are like, hey, I'll do the work. Maybe we can hang upside down a little bit. 3, yes, 2, nice, Grace, 1, amazing, top of your mat, nice, Jessie. So step, hop, however you want to get there, top of your mat. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms circle, down, around, and up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Now, bend your knees, brush the floor. Stay this low, like this low, so you can touch. Yes, and then reach. And then steady the breath. Samavriti. Root back into your heels. Lift up through your chest. Hug your front ribs in and down. One more. Exhale to fold in half. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. All the way to the belly this time. All the way down. Nice. And then let's lower all the way to the forehead and keep your toes tucked under for a sec. Bring your fingertips about eyebrow height off your mat, elbows up to the ceiling. And then just start to swish your hips left to right, left to right. And as you do this, think of sending your thighs back. You're just rocking and rolling and sending your thighs back away from your shoulders. And then find stillness. Release to the top of your toenails. And inhale, Cobra with fingertips on the mat, elbows wide. Good. Widen your shoulders. Lift them up to your ears. Go for it. I know we don't do this. It's not allowed. And then back. And then down. Pull with your fingertips. Pull your heart forward. Pull your shoulder blades into the front body. Press into the tops of your toenails. Firm your thighs so maybe your kneecaps lift. And then think of thighs back, ribs forward. Pull yourself apart in 2 directions. One more breath. And as you exhale, lower your forehead. Plant your hands alongside your rib cage. Tuck your toes, navel to spine, plank. Side plank, right hand under your nose. Roll to the outer edge of your right foot. Peel your left arm up and take hold right under your right armpit. And then swivel the ribs from right to left. And open your left arm up, maybe all the way over the top of your head. 2 more breaths. Now, climb your left foot up to your right knee. Externally rotate your left thigh. Bring your left foot behind your right knee and open your chest towards the ceiling. Wild thing. Widen your collarbones. Take 1 more breath. Amazing. And as you exhale, come right on back into plank. Side 2. Left hand under your nose. Roll to the outer edge of your left foot. Take your right hand, slide it up, go right under your left armpit, swipe your ribs from the left to the right, up to the ceiling, maybe right arm over your head. 2 breaths. Now slide your right foot up to the inside of your left knee. Externally rotate the thigh, lift the knee and bring the foot behind your left knee. And then open from the chest into wild thing. Nice. 1 more. And then we come right on back into plank. Downward dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, open your right hip. Bend your knee. Circle your thigh in its hip joint over to the right, into your chest and up. And then open, out, and in. 1 more time. Up. Open, in, and reverse it. Open, up, square it, yup, and in to your belly. Open it, square it, into your belly. One more in this direction. Stay firm in your fingertip grip out of your wrists. All right, step your right foot through. Let's set up for warrior two. Set your left foot down at 45-degree angle. And windmill your left arm up over your head and back. Yeah, good. And then look right out over your right hand. Widen your left collarbone, widen the left side of your ribs to the back as you bend your right knee forward and press your right thigh back. Now, Gomukhasana arms. Pat your back with your right hand and catch your elbow with your left hand. You can stay here or internally rotate your left arm and catch a bind or catch a strap or find your palms, your wrists. Widen your left collarbone. Press your right thigh back. Two more. And then reverse warrior. So slide your left forearm to your low back for a half bind or the palm to the right thigh. And then reverse it. Reach back. Look up under your right armpit. And as you exhale, take either right forearm to right thigh or right fingertips to a block or right palm to the floor. You might even go for a bit of a shoulder stretch on the right side by turning from the top, from the collarbone, the whole right palm back, heel of hand, heel of foot in line. That can be on a block or on the floor. Now pause. Lift up through your pelvis so that you don't end up here, right? Lift up your keystone, your sacrum. Then turn your ribs from right to left, widen your left collarbone, and relax the weight of your head like you're tipping water out of your right ear. So you find that sweet spot in the left side of your neck. 3 more. And then reverse your warrior. Reach your right arm up, lean back. And as you exhale, cartwheel your hands down, step back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, downward dog, Adho Mukha. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, open your hip and bend your knee. Pause here. And start to circle, left knee out, and then in towards your belly, and then up. Out, in, up, out, in. Can you touch your thigh to your belly? Up, and then go the other way. In, out, up, in, out, up. Step your left foot softly through, same thing, right heel down, warrior two, right arm windmills you up, over your head, nice, and back. Look sharply out over your left hand, and as you do that, widen your right collarbone, widen the right side of your ribs, press your left knee forward and left thigh back. Samavriti, steady rhythm. Stay here. Take your left arm up like you're patting your back with your left hand, and then catch your elbow with your right hand. You can stay here the whole time, or internally rotate your right arm, catch your strap, your shirt, your hands, your wrists. One side might be different. Yeah, maybe you need a strap on one side. Good info. Now widen the right collarbone. Go down into your hips. Tailbone down. Breastbone up. 2 more. Slide your right forearm down to your low back or your hand to your left thigh. Inhale, reverse warrior with a half bind. And as you exhale, side angle. That could be the forearm to the thigh. That could be the hand to a block or the floor. Or in this half bind, you might flip from the top of the left collarbone, flip. So it's not just your wrist turning, it's your whole left chest turning. Yeah. And then widen your right collarbone, lift up through your pelvis, your sacrum. Nice, David. Revolve left to right, and then relax your head towards the left. And take 3 more here. All right, inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, vinyasa, or we'll meet straight in down dog if you want to skip your chaturanga. I get it. Let's meet in the middle. Walk your feet towards your hands. Walk your hands towards your feet. Find the middle of your mat. And then once you fold forward here, take your big toes, take your peace sign fingers around your big toes, yogi toe lock. Yes, exactly. And then inhale, look forward to the top of your mat. And as you exhale, fold forward, padangustasana. Breathe into your hamstrings. Give them some love. One more breath here. All right. Now, keep holding your right big toe. Let go of your left. Bend your knees and start to find a little upper back bend. Look forward, wall in front of you. Take your left hand onto your left hip. This is a tricky transition, so if it doesn't happen, just come into the pose, no worries. Bring all the weight into your left foot. Pick your right foot up. You can hold the big toe or the knee. Let's focus on the left knee for a moment. Yeah, nice. So straighten the knee and find the tailbone so that it's not tucking or slinging under. This is, I'm exaggerating majorly, but this is something in an exaggerated way that I sometimes see, the tailbone tucked and the knee bent. So can you get up onto your leg? And then once that is straight and you're nice and neutral, maybe you straighten your right leg. Yeah, nice. Beautiful, Mary Beth. Take 3 more right here. Knee bent, knee straight. Open the bent knee or the straight leg out to the right and look over your left shoulder. 3 breaths. One more. And then bring it to the center. And you can bend the knee and catch the left hand to the outer right knee, or you can straighten it and catch the left hand to the outer right foot. Open the right arm, and then whether it's the knee or the foot, press the leg to the right wall and press the hand towards the left wall so that you keep the leg in its lane. It doesn't drift across to your left. Rise up tall. Really find your low belly. Lift up through the base of your spine. 2 more. I know, your poor left foot, especially if you've been out on the streets. You're like, uncle. You guys are awesome. Come on back and release it. Shake out your left leg. That was a lot of balancing on it. And then come back to padangustasana. So fold forward. Nice work. Take your peace sign fingers, grab your big toes. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, fold. Knees could be bent, or maybe knees are straight and elbows bend. And you tack your upper traps up away from your earlobes. One more here. Now look forward, bend your knees, let go of your right foot. Take your right hand to your right hip, look to the wall in front of you. Bring all the weight into your right foot, nice, and stand. And you can bend your left knee, start, even if you're gonna straighten it, by really finding your right leg solid. And then keep it bent, grab the knee, or straighten it. 3 breaths. Feel your navel to your spine, feel your breastbone to your upper thoracic, front to back, your whole body breathing. Open knee bent or knee straight to the left, look over your right shoulder. 3 more.
Bring it right on back to the center. Take your right hand either to your bent left outer knee or to the outside edge of your foot with a straight knee. And then lift up out of your pelvis and twist. Press your leg towards the left and your arm towards the right. Keep the leg in its lane. Spread the belly, ribs, and chest and vision out to the left. One more. Come back to the center and gently, slowly, you made it. Release, shake out your right foot. All right, Yogi Squat, Malasana. Bring your feet mat's width. Come on down into your hips. Use a block or two if you want. You can put your blocks under your hips here. Close your eyes. Root into your heels, widen your collarbones, and lift lightly upward through the crown of your head. 2 more breaths. All right, open up your eyes and let's come on back, downward dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, step your right foot through, left heel down. Inhale, rise, warrior 1. And then as you pause here, feel your right hip, this right side, pull back, and your left back ribs pull forward. You might bump your left hip over to the left. Left back ribs forward, right hip back. And then maybe from here, Kali Mudra, interlock all but the index fingers and look up. 2 more. And then hands to your heart. Interlace them or grab a strap behind your back. Widen your chest. So before you go forward, take another breath here. We're doing some shoulder stretches today too with all this hip work. Widen your chest. Squeeze your shoulder blades in. Widen your foot a little over to the right. And then tuck your chin to your chest, but keep your collarbones wide and your shoulders peeling back. Tuck it and then duck it. So you're squeezing your shoulder blades in towards the spine like you're a Shar-Pei puppy dog and you're making wrinkly skin, sort of wrinkling up the skin, the fascia, which is really deeply hydrating, gets a little squeeze, gets the collagen factory boosted. So hydrating that dry and often overstretched, if you're hunched a lot or at a computer all day, area, the back of the heart. Now drop your head, squeeze your shoulder blades, pull your right hip back, your left inner thigh up. 1 more breath. Now, hands to your hips, hands down to the floor, inside of your right foot. Pause. You can put blocks under your hands here too. Okay, I'm gonna give some options. Option A, stay here. Option B, this is kind of like half happy baby pose. You're gonna bring your right shoulder under the right knee and plant your right hand outside of your right foot. And you could stay here. Now, when you do this, often the right hip really slurks forward. So can you press your right hip crease back so the calf presses back into the shoulder? And step your left foot. Keeping the right side. Hand catches left foot. And then start to lift the knee, straighten the right knee, lift the left knee. And so what just happened is you were here. I'm going to show from this side this time. You were here. Your right shoulder went under. You walked your left foot in. Your left hand went forward. You were looking to that pinky finger. Right hand will catch left foot, and the shoulder is inside, or the knee is the, what is this? The shoulder, yeah, the shoulder is inside of the knee. And then you open and revolve. And you might be here today. The knees might be bent. You might be here today. You might be here today.
Should we try that same, just that last tail one more time? That's it, Mary Beth. Yep, and then you're gonna look under your left armpit. Yep, so warrior one, nice, David. Pull your right hip back, lift your left hip up. That's it, good. Yes, you got it. Yeah, that's it, Jessie. Amazing. When you are done, these look great. When you're done, downward dog. Yeah. All right. Okay. And then take 3 deep breaths in. Exhale, 3. All right. Side 2. Inhale. Lift your left leg up. And then exhale, step your left foot forward. So this started with warrior 1, right? Right heel down. Inhale, rise. Virabhadrasana A. And then pause here and feel that left hip pull back and the right back ribs spiral forward. You might even bump your right hip over to the right a little bit, root down, find that right heel down. Maybe palms connect, Kali Mudra, look up, 2 more. On your next exhale, hands to your heart, grab your strap if you want, interlace your hands behind your hips or hold a strap. Awesome. Pause to open your chest so you make the Sharpei wrinkles in between those shoulder blades. And then wiggle your left foot over to the left and tuck your chin and duck your head. Humble warrior. Pull your left hip crease back, lift your inner right thigh up, and make your Sharpei puppy wrinkles. So not only is it hydrating to our body to drink water, like we all know, but movement is deeply hydrating to our collagen. Squeeze in and let your head get heavy. Take 2 more. And then here it comes. Bring your hands down to your hips, down to the floor inside of your left foot and pause. So you can stay here, hands could be on blocks, or tuck like happy baby, the left shoulder under the left knee. You can pause here. And if your hip cranked forward, crank it back, your left hip, and bump your right hip right. Yeah, or step your right foot in. Walk your right hand out to the top right corner. See your pinky finger. Catch your right foot with your left hand, and then start to lift your right knee. Start 2, and it might be a process. Straighten your left knee. And look up under your armpit. Yes, that's it. Nice. That's it, Mary Beth, exactly. Nice, David. When you've had enough of this, these look gorgeous. Come on back. Downward facing dog. Nice. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out into child's pose. Have a little water if you'd like. And then give yourself a solid rest. Child's pose. The standing knee. Yeah, that one will. It stays bent, but it goes up, 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 up. Yeah, yeah. All right, so take a couple breaths in child's pose. And when you've had enough rest and hydration of the water type, you'll come to lie down on your back. So we do have one last standing sequence that I want to move through, but I want to dissect this pose on your back to start. So start with your feet on the ground, and I'm going to offer lots of options. So the pose that we're going to do on our back, and then maybe we'll do on our feet standing, is the bird of paradise. So take your right foot into half happy baby pose. You can grab the thigh, the pinky toe edge, And you could stay here the whole time. Or you could start to weave your right shoulder under your right knee, kind of like you just did, but grab the pinky toe edge of the right foot. Now, notice if your tailbone wants to kind of tuck up, and see if you can press the pubic bone down towards the tailbone and stamp your sacrum to the mat. And then if you have that, then you can straighten your left leg. If you don't have it, if you're like here, tucked, keep your foot on the ground and keep working for it, pubic bone to tailbone. And then if you'd like to go on, this is your first step here. We'll be catching the right foot with the left hand and starting to lift your head and straighten your right leg towards the right wall. And it might just straighten part of the way. If you have a lot of flexibility, it might straighten all the way. And if you want to do this kind of bird of paradise thing, you could tuck your arms under your back here. And you can either have the drishti be at the left big toe or up to the ceiling. And the weight of your body seals your arms in a nice way behind your back. So half happy baby, or left hand, right foot, or a bind with the weight of your body and the force of gravity helping you with your bind. 2 more deep breaths. Wherever you are, you have a puzzle to work on. Move your breath wherever you're feeling a lot. One more. And then slowly, gently release. Let's try the other side. So the feet are on the ground. You're going to catch the left outer thigh or the pinky toe side of the foot. And for almost all of us, myself included, the tailbone is going to tuck up. So see if you can keep reaching the pubic bone to the tailbone. And then if you'd like, tuck your shoulder under, grab the outer edge of the foot. So by tuck, what I mean is if you were standing like Pee Wee Herman pelvis, this is tuck. And that's the opposite of tuck, which is right now you're going to ground your sacrum. Okay, so then if you're going on, your right hand catches your left foot, and you can start to maybe straighten and lift your head, kind of go through the bunny hole, straighten the leg. You could stop here. Maybe the left knee is not all the way straight, and you stop there. Work into your breath, or find your bind behind your back, and you can have your drishti be at your right big toe or up towards the ceiling. 2 more deep breaths wherever you are. Slow down and feel. And then slowly, gently unwind yourself and bring both feet to the ground. So a little release for our pelvic joint, sacral thump. You're going to lift your pelvis up just a few inches. It's like, I don't know, 4 inches up, and then plop it back down. And then you go quick, quick, quick like the Energizer Bunny for 10, 9, in the easiest way possible. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, little chiropractic adjustment. 3, 2, 1, and then rock and roll and find your way back, downward dog, however you'd like to get there. And take a couple deep breaths in stillness in down dog, samavritti. Okay. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, step your right foot through. Left heel down, side angle pose. You've been here before. Left arm behind your back, half bind in. You could get off the bus right here, or take a full bind, wrap your right arm under and catch your wrist or your fingers or your strap. And then pause in bound side angle. Nice, for a couple breaths. That's it, Grace. Keep opening your left collarbone and lean back with your shoulder blades. 2 steps to get to the top of your mat if you're going on, or stay where you are. 1, 2, all the weight in your left foot. I'm going to face you all. And then start the process, look forward like you did earlier, of straightening your left knee standing up. Find your leg. Before you straighten the right leg, your job is to clarify your pelvis and your left leg. And then widen your collarbones. You can keep your right knee bent, or you can straighten it. 3 more breaths. Slow down and feel. So watch that you haven't crashed past your edge, that you can still breathe. You haven't maxed it out.
Wherever you are, one more breath. Awesome. Come on back down, both feet together, Ragdoll Pose. So feet about hips width, grab opposite elbows, sway it out left and right, left and right. And then one more little shoulder stretch here with a soft bend in your knees. Make a little shelf for your belly and your chest to rest on. Eagle, right arm on top. You can give yourself a big hug and just breathe wide between your shoulder blades, or grab your right wrist and make a fist with your right hand. And then with your knees a little bent, pull the fist over to the right. So you're going to feel a stretch into the rotator cuff muscles around that right side. The hands are an eagle, and you pull your knuckles to the right. Do you feel this? Yeah. A couple more. Slow down your breath. Let it wash down to that right shoulder. Holy guacamole. And then very gently, slowly unwind. Plant your hands. Feel the difference in contact right to left. And then down dog. If you want to wash it out with a vinyasa, go for it. I'm going to hang here in dog. You might too. Yes, nice, Olga. Okay, side two. Inhale your left leg up, and then exhale, step your left foot through, right heel down. We'll build side angle from here. So that could be forearm to thigh, hand to the ground. Reach your right arm up, and then draw the right arm into a half bind. You might stop right here, or you might take your full bind. Grab your fingers. Yes, beautiful. That's it. Nice, David. Your strap, your right wrist even. Yeah, that's it, Grace. Right collarbone wide, shoulder blades back. From here, one more breath. Stay or look towards the left big toe. Take 2 steps to get to the top of your mat. And then from here, bend your knees, look forward, and stand into your right foot. And lift. And then get organized before you straighten it. So feel, ooh, this side is harder for me today. Feel your pelvis vertical, your right thigh nice and solid, knee straight. And then maybe start to widen your collarbones and straighten your left leg. And don't look at me. I'm not a good drishti point here today. Yes. Nice. 2 more wherever you are. So lovely. Side angle, bird of paradise. And then we'll come on back to ragdoll when you finish those 2 deep breaths. So come to the top of your mat if you're in side angle, or just release your left foot. Bring your feet about a hip's width and sway side to side. Now make a little shelf. Rest your belly and chest on your thighs by bending your knees. Left on top of right. You can give yourself a big hug or grab hold of your left wrist. Make a fist with your left hand and pull the fist towards the left. Yeah. And then breathe. And if you don't feel anything, press your right elbow, that's the one behind, forward, and then turn your knuckles more to the left side. One more breath. And then gently release. Take a moment to palms to mat, put a little weight in them, feel left to right, and then come on back, down dog, vinyasa, hold, handstand, child's pose, your call, 3 breaths. And then from here, look forward and step your right foot. Amazing. Yes, forward to the top of your mat. And find your hands wider than your mat. So here's where we'll start getting into those hips. Fingers will point out right and left. And then turn your right toes out, knee out, thigh out. And you can stay here or start to peel the inner edge of the right foot up. And then bend your elbows. Keep your left thigh really solid. Kind of lift your tailbone up. Bend your elbows wide and look forward towards the baseboard in front of you.
So this is a working pigeon pose. Your left thigh is active, your tailbone doesn't sink, it lifts. And you press into that knife edge, pinky toe side of the right foot. Now look forward. That's it, Annie. Look at the wall in front of you. Yeah. Bend your elbows, melt your heart down, but lift your tail up. One more breath. Now pigeon. Lower your left knee, wiggle your foot over. You can lie down on your back, right ankle across left thigh. And then pause here. And on your inhalation, spiral your left rib, your left lung forward, and then come forward. Maybe a block under your head, maybe your head supported on your hands. We'll hunker in, we'll breathe. If there's any kind of exploration here that feels intuitive or good, some of you mentioned having tight hips, please feel free, let it be your own practice. It is, in a sense, a home practice, so, full invitation to explore as you'd like. We'll be here about another minute. Or maybe you just dialed right in, you hunker in, you close your eyes, soften your jaw, and drop into that full exhale breath. All right, one more here. If you're on your back, we'll come back to down dog so we can do that working pigeon on the left before you hunker in. So take your time, head on back, downward dog. Right into the second side. Inhale your left leg up, look forward and step your left foot between your thumbs. So I'm going to face this way. The foot is right between the hands. That doesn't shift. It's not like lizard where the foot is inside or the hands are inside, Yeah. You're going to turn your left toes and knee and thigh out. Walk your hands out wide so your fingers point to the side walls. And then lift up, like perk your tailbone up like a happy puppy. Yes. Bend your elbows. Look to the wall in front of you. Pull your breastbone towards the arch of the foot or towards the floor. Perk up the tail. Look forward. Yeah, that's it. Your left thigh keeps pressing back. Push into the knife edge of your left foot. Bump your right hip to the right wall. Pull your left hip crease back. Look forward. Two more. Working pigeon. And then sleepy pigeon, my favorite. Wiggle your left foot over to the right. Lower down onto your left hip. You can take this one on your back, eye of the needle. Lie down, left ankle over right thigh. Take a moment here and spiral your right lung, right ribs forward. Free them from the tether of the hip. And then come forward on the exhale. Maybe a stack of hands under your head, a block. Same invitation as on the first side. If there's any variations, twists, quad stretches, heart openers, you name it, feel free. Let this be your own exploration. Or hunker in and follow your exhale to its very bottom. It has such a grounding effect. Follow your exhale to the very bottom.
Nice. One more here. As you're ready, come on up. Draw your right leg all the way around to the top. Have your 2 blocks and your strap nearby. And we're going to set up for bridge, but I want to make it supported bridge so that we just gently open up through the hip flexors and kind of counterbalance a little bit of what might be happening in your pelvis with all the work we've done today. So you'll strap the strap around your thighs with a block, narrow and long in between your inner thighs. I'll stand so you can see like this. If you don't have these props, don't worry. You could just put 1 block under your pelvis, and that's great. And then you're going to lie down and come into supported bridge. So the block, the second block, will go under your hips, low, middle, or high. And if you have 3 blocks, one of my favorite things to do is to stack 2, one on top of the other, right under the pelvis, 2 low height blocks. And then you can just relax here. And this should feel like a gentle opening. You don't want to pinch your low back or anything, but just kind of irrigating and opening through the front of the pelvis, if perhaps with any of that bird of paradise work you were tucking. And let your eyes close and bring your fullest quality of awareness to your breath. Feel the support beneath you. Let your body be supported here, so that you can really zone in on your breath. And with your next exhale, empty the lungs completely. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more on your own. Samavriti. And then from here, if your block is tall, lift your pelvis up, lower it middle. So it's like walking 1 stair at a time down to the bottom landing. Next, exhale, middle height, folks, lower to low setting. We'll meet up here, low setting. Full breath in. Full breath out. Move the block out of the way. Last piece, move your strap and your block, and we'll end with the Supta Hasta series that you did standing. So if you have a wall, I just love using a wall here. You could just place the soles of the feet up against it, and if you don't worry about it. Kind of like you're in Tadasana, the mountain pose, right? And then hug your right knee in and bring the strap around the ball of your right foot for some hamstring stretchiness. Pull the right leg in, and if you're at the wall, press the left sole of the foot against the wall. Tack the outer corner of your right hip forward and brighten the flex of your toes in towards your chest. As you flex your foot into the contact of the strap, can you find the equal and opposite, pressing the sacrum down into the contact with the mat? 2 more breaths. And then we'll hold the straps in the right hand and open the left arm out to the left and the right leg out to the right. And as you inhale, think of lengthening the rib cage up out of the basin of the pelvis. And as you exhale, root down through your left hip joint. Take 2 more here.
And then finally a twist. So if you want, you could put a block underneath your right knee. You can bend your knee or keep it straight here, maybe a couple of blocks even. And then look out over your right arm or look up to the ceiling. The left hand can catch the right foot or catch hold of the straps so that you find that synergy through the limbs and into the spine. If you're at the wall, feel the wall with the whole sole of the foot. Straighten your left knee. Lift up like you did in your standing twist, up out of your hips, long through your low spine. Hug in through your belly. 2 more. And then slowly, gently bring it back to the center and release your right leg down. Swap. Bring the sole of your right foot into the wall. Hug your left knee in. Grab the strap around the ball of the foot or the right foot out if you're not at the wall, no worries. And then hold on to the edges of the strap. Tack the outer left hip forward. And as the toes flex back and press the ball into the strap, the sacrum plugs into the mat. You feel that polarity. Two more. And then hold your straps in your left hand, open your leg out to the left and your arm out to the right. And as you inhale, lift your rib bones up out of your pelvis. Press into the sole of your right foot. Root into your outer right hip. One more breath. Final pose is our twist. So bring your blocks, if you want them, over to your right. Lower your leg over to the right, left leg, right side. And your knee could be bent or straight. You can hold the straps or hold the foot. And then lift and lengthen up out of the pelvis. As you turn, look up or out over your left arm. 2 more right here. All right, come on back. Shavasana, or if you're at the wall and you've been on the streets and you want to legs up the wall, I highly recommend it. You could even, do the same thing with the block and the strap that we did in bridge. So your favorite way to finish, whether that's legs up the wall, Shavasana, use all the props you'd like, cover up with a blankie, cover up with an eye pillow, get cozy. Let your eyes close. And give your body this time and space to drop in, to let go, let go, let go. I'm going to sign off here, but I do recommend you stay here 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes if you have the time. Most important pose of all. Soak it up. See you guys soon. Take good care. Thanks for being here. Namaste.